Yap, 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 yap. Stick to the yap, you know. If you wanna be cool, follow one special rule. Don't mess with the yap, you know. We have yap at home.
Woo!
Cheese fries go in the air. Falls on.
Should we do that again? That one's not gonna make the cut, is it?
Do we like that?
Wait, my phone went off.
Yeah.
Oh God, we could be pop stars easily.
Easily, we should.
Yeah, this is on the rise.
When I wake up, I'm a star. Do we have the rights to sing it on the pod? Do we have to get the rights?
Stricken by me. I take all of the money.
It's her song.
For those of you guys who don't know, Yasmine has a sick music video, main character, and we're all featured in it. Me, Alex,
my
producer
buddies.
Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
And I'm also releasing another song soon.
The side character.
I know.
You heard it here first. Side character.
It's
I'm
sadder.
a side. I'm a
It's a-
sad character in that event.
No, it's a slow ballad. Yeah.
It's an Adele piano medley, but it's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic song.
Thank you.
That is really good. I'm glad you're using your creative freedom for fun projects, unlike other creators on the internet right now. Just kidding. I don't want to start drama.
No.
But just something that's been on my mind is...
Girl, she ain't watching this.
Man, I really thought I liked that.
Yeah.
Turns it off.
We're talking about Keke Palmer, if you don't know.
She was like, I was going to fund y'all.
Yeah.
We're like, wait.
No way, but I was like, you don't know, we could. 10 years from now, when they look back at our old podcast clips, they're going to resurface like how they did with Io and J-Lo. Do you remember that? When she was on us? This is going to happen to us.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful.
We're going to be on the red carpet. It's going to be a camera on us. We're going to be like, oh my God, Keke. And she's going to grab my hand. She's going to be like, I remember you from that podcast.
You're gripping me really tight. It's really tight grip. Kiki.
You still think my shit's bad?
Kiki, I'm bleeding.
No, I have to do her impersonation. No, I remember you. Is that a good Kiki impersonation?
Then she gets mad at you for her impersonation of her.
Sorry about that. Now I'm really sorry about that.
Double strike.
I'm sorry about that.
We don't associate with that impression she just did of you.
No, I'm kidding. But it has been interesting seeing all the discourse online regarding the show. For those of you guys who don't know, there's a YouTube series by Keke Palmer's company called Southern Fried Rice. Basically the plot of the show
Now I'm
is...
hungry.
Now I'm hungry. Our producer Charlotte was like, y'all gonna talk about rice?
Episode 5. You're really running out of things to say already?
Yeah.
What's our favorite food?
Yeah.
I'll go first. I like rice.
I like rice, yeah. No, but the show is called Southern Fried Rice. The plot is it's about an Asian girl adopted by a black family. She goes to an HBCU, and it's just, yeah, that's basically the whole plot. It's just, it sounds so weird, and there's a lot of discourse on it online that I, would love to get into, stuff that I've seen. I don't know. I know Keke also released a statement. I don't know if you saw, but
A little bit of it.
she was basically saying, like, I get what she was saying. It's like, hey, like overall the company does like a lot of her production company does give a lot of platforms for Black voices. So there's like, if you go to her YouTube channel, I think there's a lot of different.
There's other projects.
There's other
that
Black
they've
projects.
done. This is the only thing they've come out with.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just the timing of this, because also just some background as well. Wasn't it like last year, in the last couple of years, that affirmative action, like a group of Asian people got rid of it because they were like feeling that there was too many Black people at certain universities and stuff, and it just feels so weird.
It is a bit dated.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, because I remember I met someone at this event, and she was like, "Oh, like, can I ask you a question? Like, what do you think of this discourse?" And now my family was in town, so I really didn't have time to like dive into any discourse.
You're off the line.
I was off
line.
the grid. What?
It's like those like people that catch you off nowhere. It's like, how do you feel that Alex Maestrik has died? You're like, wait, what? It's like the first time you're hearing about
literally,
this.
like that's
I've been
how
at
I
Disney
felt.
for 3 days.
Like it's like so, and that's what happens whenever like
Yeah.
I'm like, it was kind of a staycation. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
and then at first I was kind of like, like I probably won't agree with it, but like if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Type of thinking. And then
The pageant answer.
I know, so pageant. And then I like actually like
Did some research.
Yeah, and I was like, Ooh, okay.
Just to give you guys some stuff that happens in the episode, she says there's a line that says in there, she says cornbread. She says cornbread. It's so weird. She says, "Do you have McDonald's money?" This is an Asian girl, by the way,
Yeah.
with the black scent.
Yeah.
And she's saying all this stuff. And then some other things that happen is they make the main antagonist a plus size, dark skinned black woman, which obviously doesn't really feed well into the narrative. And she also has her very successful black friend who doesn't have a black scent, or just talks normally. Like, you know what I mean? Doesn't sound like she grew up in the hood or whatever. But she can't go to an HBCU because she got pregnant at 16, I think. And so now she has to work at Walgreens.
But then she gets an abortion?
Yeah. I don't know.
So she never had the kid.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I watched the first 2 episodes. I was like, yeah. And also Cordell from Love Island season 6 is on the show. And then I saw this one meme. It's like, I know Serena pissed right now that she missed. Like he was gone for that whole time.
Because where were we watching what's the Love Island like after the island,
yeah.
and I think he was away filming for a while. I guess that was what he was away for the whole time.
Damn, that kind of
She's like, "This is why you were away the whole time."
sucks. And I was like, well, people were also talking about, because at first I think it's a story where it's like, it's just one of those things where like you just have to rework it. Like,
yes.
It's like, I think people were talking about, oh, like it should have been a black girl raised in like a Korean or Japanese family, and then she goes to HBCU and finds herself. And I think like I kind of get like a little bit when people try to rework like the whole story. That's where I get a little antsy, because I'm like, okay, it's still like this person's story.
Yeah.
But I still think the script itself and the circumstances should have been like just tweaked like by a lot. Like maybe she doesn't have a black scent, or like even her hair is kind of like curly.
That's like a big thing that people keep talking about. Her hair is like curly in the middle, like
people are like, what? And she has like these hoops. So it's like, you know, I feel like it still would have been interesting if it was an Asian student raised in a black family, and then she goes to this HBCU, and then there she like figures out more about like African culture, like what it means to be Asian in this HBCU, and like, do you know what I mean? So like I because I'm always on the fence where people are like, it should have been like this, and I'm like, okay, then you write it. Yeah. But then it's still like, if this is the plot, like if this is the synopsis, then you gotta rework the script. Like it's just.
I was gonna say, in a way, I guess it did. I mean, we're talking about it right now, so in a way, it did maybe do its job. Maybe this is what they were going for.
Any press is good press.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think I saw a clip I did see a clip on TikTok where later on in the season, her and the main antagonist, a plus size black woman, get into a confrontation, and the plus size black girl tells her, "You need to recognize your privilege." And the Asian girl says, why do you keep saying that I have privilege? Like, I grew up with a black family, same as you. I grew up like in a neighborhood just as you. Like, I don't have that privilege. And the black girl says, it's like, yeah, but you're still a model minority at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think that is with a lot of white people. I think that they, like, white people aren't racist, aren't born racist. I mean, there's obviously people have been coming out of the shadows, but a lot of people get really defensive when you say, oh, you need to recognize your privilege. And it's not so much that we're not saying you're a racist. We're just saying that you benefited from a society that has created an environment in which you can succeed. You know what I mean? And
also, when we did, our producer reminded us that the writer wrote this in 2015, and it was just got made. And now people who I feel like kind of watching the discourse, people are like, oh, like it took them 10 years to make this. I do want to reiterate that the production, filming, writing process, 10 years, it's like sadly kind of normal for a lot of scripts to be made. But then also with that, when you like bring it to like the modern day, you do have to like work, tweak, especially something so topical where it's about race. Like, in
this climate,
yeah,
and I mean that would make sense because a lot of the comments are like, "This should have came out when like Grownish and Dear White People came out."
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, it's definitely given.
Look at me and what do you see? A yapper that's beyond compare. But I got it, yapping, yap, 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 yap. I can't help it. I like to yap and yap and yap.
Is that even legal?
No. But I really like to yap.
Yeah.
Not another word.
All right, we can keep going all day.
Yeah.
All right, Corey, calm down.
Yeah.
All right, Cat's Eye, let's calm down a sec. Yeah.
I feel like your facials aren't matching with the dance choreo. You're cut. All right, y'all. We're gonna be yapping today about our backgrounds and what we felt like we were expected to like based on how we grew up.
Good subject. Let's yap about it. Yap about.
What we were surrounded by.
Yeah.
What we liked. Our origin stories. No, not
Our
that.
guilty pleasures.
Dark secrets.
Yeah. Why don't we start off with Yaz? If for those of you guys who don't know, Yaz has basically been through every phase that you can imagine. When a song dropped, when a new TV show dropped, when a movie dropped, when a new Wattpad dropped, she was there for it, and she had a whole
Front row.
Tumblr era, Fall Girl. I don't know actually if you ever had a Fall Girl. If you just made fun of them, it feels like you did have that phase because
I did.
A lot of your niche was like POV. It's
I grew up in Wisconsin, so.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You're from Wisconsin. I just didn't even know. I'm just learning stuff about you.
What part?
Yeah. But yeah, tell us about your childhood, what it was like growing up, what was your favorite phase, but also maybe how your race played into liking stuff or whatever.
Ooh, my childhood?
Yeah.
It was good. It was very Milwaukee's very diverse, but it's still pretty more Caucasian leaning.
Yeah.
But still pretty good. I went to all Catholic high school, grade school.
I didn't know that actually.
All right, yeah.
Wow.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, peace be with you.
And
with
also
your
with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Catholic upbringing, child of immigrants, and we lived in this cute house. But I think also I was bullied in grade school mostly. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You always give off such cool vibes.
Because I was bullied.
And look at them now.
Yeah.
And look at her now and look at them
builds
now.
character.
And look directly at the camera and say their names.
Yeah.
Beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. And when I see you again, I'm a beep and the beep.
So honestly, and kind of being bullied made me get more into different niches and subgenres. So I remember in grade school, I was a huge library nerd. I loved the Milwaukee not even Milwaukee. It was the Tosa Public Library because I was in our neighborhood. Oh. So it was the library to go to, great selection of books, great librarians, and I was there basically. I was also a latchkey kid, so I was there every single day.
What's a latchkey
after school
kid?
It's when your parents work pretty later in the day, and you don't have a babysitter, so they give you a key and you're responsible for letting yourself in the house and making dinner.
I see.
Oh, wait, are you talking about that's not a program, that's just you?
No, that's just
a term.
Okay, that's what I was too.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew that's what it was called.
It's kind of, I think it's more of a Midwestern. I feel like it's more of a Midwestern
really?
term, neighborhood type of.
I guess, in our family it was just being poor, I guess. I was family work till 7 p.m. So,
yeah. So, and this was when I didn't have any extracurriculars or sports.
Yeah.
So I would go to the library, and in the library I would read a bunch of books. I picked up on a lot of manga. And
okay, now I understand why you were
Shonen
bullied.
Jump. Yeah. But I would just
Pablo knocks your coffee off.
But I was so interested. That was one of the things I was so into. And then I had 2 other friends who weren't the greatest friends, but we would hang out in the library. And then from them, I picked up a lot of their kind of pop culture. Yeah. So it was a lot of I'm trying to think what started. So honestly, Taylor Swift, they were big Swifties. Yeah. So that was kind of my introduction into the Taylor Swift world. Tumblr, they were we would, after school, we would just go on Tumblr and just 3 of us on a computer.
For the viewers
Tumblr.
at home who don't know what Tumblr was, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
For the audience.
Shame on you. Yeah. It's so we were all on Tumblr, and that's how I was introduced to Tumblr, and that's how I would go home, and then I'd go on Tumblr myself. And then also I was introduced to, so a lot of them was through my friends of the pop culture stuff that I was exposed to. Yeah. One Direction, big one for me.
One Direction.
Yeah,
Hard Eyes, come on, slow music. Harry Styles.
Yeah, I know, those were the days. Even Wattpad, Smut, but it was it was the internet just made me so interested in all of this stuff. But it also made me like pretty seclusive. So like I loved going home and then just kind of like building my world
On the internet.
Brick by brick.
I know, brick by brick. 17 magazine was big back for me.
Wow.
So that's another reason why I got so into pop culture. And like kept up with who was dating who. What was like the movies still.
Nick's dating who?
Yeah, literally.
Cheating on who?
And then
The strings.
Yeah.
also something that I want to bring up is, do you guys remember VH1 used to have a series called like I Love the Blank Blank?
No.
So they'd be like, I love the 2000s, I love the 90s.
Okay.
And it was this special. They'd gather these comedians and they would talk about like the big pop culture moments that happened during those periods. And I used to watch that. And I think that's why I know so many references to like pop culture events before my time, because I would watch those shows, but they don't have those anymore.
Yeah. No, I guess.
It's kind of like a Spark Notes, like
I mean,
a
I
Spark
guess
Notes of everything.
Kind of. It's
Yeah,
like talking heads. They'd be like, in the 80s, like Michael Jackson released Thriller, and then they'd have these comedians be like, I remember when Thriller was released, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And then like Madonna, like a Virgin, and then it'd be like the 90s. Like, so that's, and I also watched a lot of TV. So that was why people would like drop a reference, and I would just
Get it.
Yeah.
I feel like pop culture nowadays, because social media moves so fast. Like every week you have like 50 new pop culture topics that you can talk about. Whereas
It's gone in the wind.
Yeah.
The next week.
No, I know. Did you ever feel like you were supposed to like stuff because of your race and that you didn't like?
Oh yeah, and I think also I have I think a lot of like child of immigrants, like first generation kids, can agree that like when you have parents, and I think also within the Black community, where there were a lot of Black references growing up that I didn't understand, and people would drop now that I don't like fully get, because my parents were African, so they were more exposed. I mean, they watched more like Nollywood and like
Okay,
and CNN were honestly like the two things they would watch. And then
That shit.
yeah. And I would kind of like try to, like, my brother would watch like a lot of BET, so I think that's where I try to, but I was so young, like the age gap was so wide. So it's a little bit different for me, because people would be like, you never saw this movie? And I'd be like, no. Or like, you never played this game? I'm like, no. So like I kind of had, especially going into high school, I kind of have like a bit of an identity crisis, because I was like, I'm supposed to be like African, like I'm supposed to like fit into the mold of like what being like a Black teenager like should be, but then also I was raised like this, but also like I want to explore this. So I was kind of like figuring out like my voice. I did a lot of code switching in high school. It was the first time I like really started using it. And then I remember it just like one day it just made my brain hurt so bad, and I was just like, I can't keep up with the charade. I gotta do what I want to do.
What if I just went through that wall right
Yeah.
Yeah, your theater kid
like
came
Peter
out.
White Kid? I got Romeo. It's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Also, to define code switching, because Alex, as a white man, I didn't know what that was till a few years
so
ago.
code switching, it is when you have to change the way you talk depending on the different people you come in contact with. So in my experience, I was raised in a predominantly like white neighborhood, went to a very white school.
Yeah.
So the way I would talk to a group of like white kids, very like,
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
hi. Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Yasmine.
A tip of the hat to you, sir.
Yeah, like versus where I would like speak with like Black people, it would just be more like loose, more like AAV involved with it that I wouldn't use.
Yeah.
Like white people. So,
No. I know. Yeah, I could relate to that too. But it's like, it's funny too with first generation. I feel like, because I was about to say, you're like, bilingual as well?
Kind of.
Kind of? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Because I was like, I know like with us, like I grew up with parents who just spoke Spanish all the time, obviously. So my parents are from Mexico. I guess we can move on a little bit to mine. But I was saying, grew up in Texas, Dallas, Texas. One brother, big family though. Like all my cousins are so close. Like I think for the first like 6 or 7 years of my life, we all lived in one house. It was like my grandma, her 4 daughters, and their respective
Oh my God.
husbands, and then all our cousins. But honestly, that was some of the most fun times ever. Like, so it was so funny because I think it was like a 3-bedroom house. And so the 3 oldest, which are the only people who had kids, so my mom and the 2 aunts each got a room. So they got a room. And then my grandma and my youngest aunt, who was still going to high school at the time, had sleep in the living room. And then the garage was like rented out to like my grandma's brother. It was crazy. But I still remember like it was just honestly like it sounds chaotic, and I think if I was an adult I would have hated it, so I understand why we moved out. But as a kid, like you woke up every day and it was like a sleepover every day. Like your cousins would like all gather like in the living room. We'd watch the new episode of Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, and it was just so fun. I remember when we moved,
like camp.
No, it literally was.
Yeah.
I remember when we moved out, I was so sad. I was like, no, because everybody was staying, and my dad was like,
It's
no,
like you looking through like the rear back window.
Yeah.
Your parents were like, thank God.
I know. Yeah. Well, my family's like so chaotic, and I think it's like the best way to describe it is like they're super Mexican. I love it so much because I feel like I'm totally not Mexican. Like obviously I'm pretty Mexican, if you can tell. But I was about to say, I lied. I'm not Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's like white skin over there. Yeah.
I'm looking at the poster.
Yeah. No, but I definitely think like compared to my cousins, like they always just I think it was so easier for them to embrace the culture more because where they stayed at, like their schools were bilingual schools, so they could do that. But then when I went to like elementary school, it was very just like integrated into like the like get you out of ESOL as soon as possible. So then you were just speaking English like 100% of the time. And so sometimes I felt like I had identity crisis like that because whenever we all kind of grew up. That's why we're all great friends. Like we loved watching Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and stuff like that. And just like even I would say, I guess at the time, adult shows maybe. You know, like we like know like the Arrested Developments or the Communities and stuff like that. But then whenever I got to high school, it was very much like there were, because it was a predominantly white high school. But my friend group is mainly like Latinos, which was really nice. So it was nice having that community and stuff. But I was definitely, I think, more of like people would be like, oh, you're white, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I think, even now my cousins joke about it, but it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, the white boy's back in town. It's like because I went to college.
Yeah.
You have like a diploma.
I know. I'm like,
Like,
is it this? Have you seen? I was gonna say there was like a meme, like a TikTok video that I saw one time that was like, nah, because why do black people make me feel bad? Like it was a black like person. It's like, why do black people make me feel bad about doing everything? It's like, look at this motherfucker, he's doing his laundry.
Yeah. It was like, look at this man camping. And they're like, what? There was one with I saw TikTok and they're like, it's just this guy smiling. They're like, bro looks joyful.
Damn, I can't be happy.
It's the insult.
Like roasting it for being happy.
I know. It's just
Paid my rent.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's like, but it is interesting because that's just like the culture we grew up in. Like it makes, I don't know, like I was the only person in my like primary family to go to college and stuff. So it's just funny. But my cousins always mean it in good fun. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I never take it personally. I do know that sometimes it did feel like, personal maybe like
Probably.
I was better, but not from my direct cousins. I never felt that from them because
Okay,
we all have
good.
mad love for each other. We're all so close. Maybe more like from my, I don't know, maybe my aunts and uncles on my dad's side. Also, is that just a thing with every family? Like, isn't dad's side always weirder than mom's side?
Yes.
Right? Why is that it?
They're like freaks.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know my dad's side.
Yeah.
But also there's a lot of things.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We can get into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
another
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
episode.
No, but it was very interesting because I always felt there were things that I was supposed to like because I was brown, though. You know what I mean? And then there was stuff that I couldn't like because I was brown.
Yeah.
You know,
like I was super into camping when I was younger, and that was
Really?
something where it was like, if you were black, it's kind of like weird. Not
Yeah.
weird, like weird. Or
Yeah.
like
why
you
would
shouldn't
you?
do
Or-
that.
Yeah.
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 Like I just loved like being outdoors and like being more
Yeah.
in tune with nature. And
Yeah.
then it was just kind of like, oh.
Yeah, you just like it. You like being in touch
Yeah,
with
but then
nature.
it's like if you were like, it's a Wisconsin thing.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
camping is just something you do during
We got the
summer.
Great Lakes over
You got
there.
the
You're like,
Great
oh, there's so
Lakes.
much nature up there.
Yeah,
What else
it's
am I supposed to do
beautiful.
in that
Yeah.
region?
No, I knew
Yeah.
like I could never like Disney Channel stuff or openly talk about it. You know,
Really?
like like I could never say I was a fan of High School Musical. I actually didn't go see High School Musical 3 in theaters because I was scared that people would see me at the theaters because it was like a local theater.
Pablo,
Yeah, it's like
Pablo walks in with a hoodie, sunglasses.
here to see Saw 5, obviously. What?
Yeah. Sorry, you gotta take the hoodie off. Cannot walk in here with a disguise.
I like unzip it. It's like High School
Yeah.
Musical Zac Efron shirt.
It's like a bedazzled. You went,
My eye.
Yeah, you like take out the hoodie. It's like fedora shaped.
Like Ryan.
Thing I like my friends cancel.
You really like this stuff?
Yeah.
No.
No, because you get make fun of it. But then it's so funny because now you like, if you play that stuff, everybody knows it. Like everybody we were all secretly liking it. We just didn't want to say it out loud for the fear of being made fun of.
And it was funny because I was a big fan of Coraline when I was younger. Yeah. I wouldn't say people made fun of me, but I think because it was more it was kind of like a obscure like horror type of not comedy, horror type of movie. So like I remember having friends and being like, that's like a scary movie. Like it was a birthday party. I invited my friends to go see Coraline in theaters, and it was amazing. And it was like, and it's like, I just remember people really like, that's like a scary, like kind of weird movie.
Yeah.
But then now everybody loves Coraline. And I think that's just like the weird things that we loved as kids are now like the popular stuff. And I always feel like a little ahead of the curve. Hate to be that person.
They also just described a genre of movie. It's kind of like a scary movie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
You have like the button sewed on your eyes.
I was to add on to your point though, it's like like everybody's so late to the trend or something like that. But one thing I will give my brother so much credit for is I love how much he lets his daughter just be authentically herself.
Aww.
Like she's like, I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's like, all right, well let's throw a Nightmare Before Christmas birthday
That's so
party. I know, and she's like, I want to fight, and he's like, all right, let's sign you up for MMA classes. Yeah. So
Pablo texts me, he's like, I just dropped my niece off at boxing classes, and she's like kicking ass.
she's getting little boys' ass.
Oh my God.
Like that, yeah.
Get her off! Get her off!
But I applaud my brother
Finish
for that.
him.
Yeah, I told you guys this story yesterday, but I'll share it for the pod. I love my dad. He's a fantastic man. He's made me who I am today. But I told him this story yesterday. It's like my dad was really chill about letting us like whatever we liked within the house, but then outside of that, he like did not want us to express any sort of thing that we liked that thing. It's like, for example, I went through a Harry Potter phase and I was like, oh my God, this is so sick, whatever. And I threw a Harry Potter themed birthday party, and I got like the Harry Potter themed costume from Party City, and they came with these glasses that had like, I don't even know what kind of like lens on it. It wasn't like glass.
Probably like plastic. Yeah.
Plastic,
yeah.
but like easily tearable plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was obsessed with the glasses. I don't know. Maybe I also just wanted to wear glasses so I could stand out. I don't know. And so I was like, yeah, I wanted to be different from a young
Performative.
age.
Yeah, performative from day one.
Performative male from day one. I'm a true one. Yeah. And so I'd wear them all the time. And then one time, you could just feel my dad getting annoyed by me wearing them every single day. And then we were at JCPenney one time, and he's like, Pablo, take those off. And I was like, no, I'm going to wear them. And he like yanks them from my head and just throws them in the trash. And my Harry Potter phase was over from that. So I feel like a lot of my phases that it could have had ended.
Yeah.
Because I like just never really got to. I was always secretly liking stuff.
That's so funny because I was like I liked them too much, and like it made people like weirded out.
You
like,
overshowed.
I overshowed my interest in things.
There was that video you made a while back. It's like one of my favorite videos, like POV. It's like 2012, and Super Bass just dropped, and you had like a pink wig. You went through like a barb phase.
Yeah. Luckily for me, there were a lot of barbs in my class. So
I was about to say
there was a community for that.
It was cool when you embraced like something that was like part of your culture. You know what I mean? Because I was always like, I feel like within the Mexican community, there was so much like we loved anime. So it's like if you knew about Naruto and One Piece, it's like or Dragon Ball Z, you were in. You were one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
So I really loved that. I grew to appreciate
Your
that.
dad breaks your glasses, but he has like the Dragon
headband.
Ball Z like,
Breaks the
hair.
glasses and then Naruto runs away.
But no, just a little bit about me. Sorry, I know we were talking about Alex.
No. So Southern Texas, Houston. Grew up there. I was very shy growing up, is my origin story.
Yeah.
So I think I was way more reserved and So I like that's why I probably didn't have too many friends in class because I just didn't try to. I wasn't that outgoing or didn't try to talk or whatever for some reason. I was just afraid to put myself out there. And so I remember like I would wear gray on purpose, like in class, to like not stick out because my mom would take me shopping and she's like, oh, like this blue shirt with like a big basketball. I was like, that's a cool shirt. I'm like, it's too big. It's too bold. It's too bold. So I'd be like, this gray one that has like football on the left shoulder
And then
peg.
Alex was in class like this.
Like the kid in Weapons with the clown face.
Just like a frowning.
The only kid that showed up to class.
Yeah.
Like
You're
Alex in
you're
the
just
back.
sadness.
Yeah, a little storm cloud over me the whole time. So I was like super shy. So I think that impacted, like, you met people that helped show you. The more people you're around, it helps show more perspectives or interest in media or whatever. So I just had my own stuff to go off of, which was Disney Channel solely, Nickelodeon, and the Food Network. Like, was like it. Like, that's all I really watched. And like 7 p.m. primetime TV. Like,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. I was a fan since day one of Dancing with the Stars. Old school, Maxim, like, but like Val's brother now, like really hardcore. Bruno when he used to wear the suit, Len, the screaming, the fighting, Derek crying. So like that's what we would watch right after. And that just kind of was all I consumed until then college. I feel like that's when I started really trying to come out of my shell more. And that's when I started getting introduced to a lot of new media, but probably predominantly white media in that realm. So it was a lot of course, Texas. I mean, going to Texas school in Texas. So it was like country music, country artists, very Christian based community, go to worship on Tuesdays, breakaway, all these white people putting their hands in the air, praising God as he's touching all of us.
We're going to get rid of all of them.
Our God is an awesome God who reigns.
And I'm not just talking about the Mexicans, the black ones too.
From heaven up. He's connecting with her. Everyone pray with me. They like submerge her in the holy water. She comes out white.
Tiffany.
Yeah, you're completely different now. She's changed. So I think that was the community I was normally surrounded by.
Yeah.
But my point with that is, like, I guess my thing looking back on it, and I don't want to make claims about, because I had a very specific experience. I don't want to say what people did experience or what they did like, XYZ, but I will comment on now, like, what it does inhibit is like the trajectory of your life and what perspectives and media you will consume in your life. If you don't leave where you're from or meet other people you don't know, the trajectory is so like plateaued. Scary. I think. It's like horrifying. It's a horror film. But it's so linear in where you're gonna go that it's like it's not upsetting because I like did not divulge in like anything. Like, we were at your birthday party. We were watching Lady Gaga music videos.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all knew the choreography. You knew all the lot. Yeah, you were like doing the dance, and I was like, I never watched this, and y'all were like, I watch this all the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've never had that experience growing up, but I didn't because that wasn't what I was surrounded by, or it wasn't. Maybe I saw one video, but that was not the camaraderie essence of the people I was surrounded by. Compared to now moving out here, I've had that lifestyle, and now I am living where I see Bad Bunny, Peso Pluma, Lady Gaga music videos, XYZ. I'm learning about Jersey Shore. I never watched Jersey Shore growing up, so now I'm like, who wrote the note?
Who wrote the note?
Used to, someone who begged. If you know something, tell me. Well, that's See, I was gonna say that was also another phase I went through Jersey Shore. Secretly like that.
But I think a good example of all this, if I'm making sense, is like one thing that's constant and the rut. It's like the black hole that the white hole that people get sucked into at weddings. You will see white weddings all look the same, and they will always look the same. The same music, Bruno Mars, 24 Karat.
It's a beautiful night. I love that song.
I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Got it.
And the white like guys with their shirts unbuttoned start jumping in the middle.
Oh my God,
Tie around their head.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny. It's like there's like we'll be like as soon as Alex knows this, as soon as that song comes on, Mr. Brightside by the Killers, that's my bathroom break song because all the white people will come running to the dance floor.
See, that's so funny because I remember when I studied abroad, it was like, I think, yeah, I was the only black person in the group, and they would always play that song, and I never understood the hype. Like, they would always play that song.
It's so funny.
And it was like, and I was kind of like,
and it's so funny because the way they vibe out to it is like, this is so niche. Like, nobody, only the real people know this song. It's like, everybody knows this.
Yeah, it's
song.
like in the Billions Club, like on Spotify.
All right.
White guys like form like a mosh pit in the middle, start like shoving each other.
Yeah.
And it's this.
I was watching. Wait, that's so funny because it was on. Mr. Brightside was talked about in like one of the I Love the like 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, he's basically just the lyrics are just basically Twitter updates.
I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta. That song is so.
He takes off.
Yeah, he takes up.
Now I was on in my kitchen and now I make my breakfast and now I eat some lunch and now I'm
Driving over to work.
There needs to be a study between that song and white people because they love that song.
Why the Killers is like white people heroin and it gets them going.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you just see like the same trajectory every time. The weddings will end at the same time. It's like, when will you, but then you hear about I hear about weddings with your family, Pablo. And it's like
so much fun.
Our weddings end at 10:38 p.m. 10:30 p.m. the wedding is over with.
That's like so weird to me.
Y'all better make a promise right now because mine's expected to go to like 5 a.m. If any of us ever get married, y'all cannot wrap up at 10:30 p.m. I'll be so pissed.
Let's all promise right now.
You have to promise right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's all promise.
We bloodlet.
On the table, like forms a seal.
Fucking Pennywise the Clown comes up.
But white people weddings ending at 10:30 p.m. is a crime. It is astonishingly like just insane.
That's
and
so
they are
early to
not
me.
more fun. They are not even arguably. They are less fun than any other wedding that goes all night.
That is so funny because maybe I just have like a fun friend group because my friend who got married, who's white, like very white Wisconsin woman, her party went to like 3 a.m., like 2 a.m., 2, 3. Yeah, I know so much. And like the
Shout out
music,
White.
Shout out Annie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like. Is it like a young? I don't know. Is it like a young?
I've heard
thing too?
the biggest things. Okay, actually, I do want to talk about this a little bit. It's kind of dissect, but I was about to say the things I've heard reasons for. One, it's like pricier to keep renting out the venue.
Yeah.
Obviously, then I might get another venue. I don't know.
Lock in.
No. Two, a lot of people, especially from Texas, don't have sex until they're married. So a lot of them are in a rush to have sex that night. Yeah.
That car, they close the car door.
Wait till y'all get to the damn room. What are y'all doing in the car?
That car really sped up.
Wait, that is so wild.
I've heard that.
I never thought of that.
I've heard that from multiple people. Yeah.
I'm crazy.
I'm
That's
like,
nuts.
yeah, Alex brought up a good point one time. He's like, damn, y'all literally waited 25 years. You can wait another 4 hours.
Yeah.
Y'all can go to the
my
bar real quick, have a few
God.
drinks with
Yeah.
the people who flew in to see you. And then you can go.
What was another
business
reason?
on.
Gotta go, Joe.
Yeah.
It's
I can't hold it anymore.
Do you? Do you accept? I do.
Yeah, I do. I said I do.
I do. Well, it's now you're gonna tie the knot.
Signs his name, signs her name.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest reasons I've heard.
People are, I don't know, but it's rushed. It's rushed. I think it's also lazy.
Yeah.
I think it's all they know. That's what for the southern area. That's all they know. Again, it's that linear line of like, there's other ways. It's not that they don't want to. Maybe it's just that's all they've seen. That's all they know, and it's easiest. It's the path of least resistance.
It's also like, I kind of think it's like a little inconsiderate because there are people flying from out of town, and it's like, I don't want to, like, why, if the wedding starts at like 5, 6,
5.
why are we ending at like 10?
And it's like, and like, I guess the party doesn't begin till 8:30, 9 p.m. Like the dance floor doesn't open, so your dance floor is open for what, like an hour and a half. And I'm like, and I will say this, I think there's some correlation with that and them just not liking dancing or being good at music or not knowing enough music. Because I'm like, bro, at my wedding, we're gonna have like genre hours, like
genre. We're gonna at my wedding. I'm gonna rent out a club.
Yeah.
Each room's gonna have a different genre. Top floor is disco. Second floor is 2000s. Third,
Broadway.
The older people,
Yeah.
we're gonna have some Frank Sinatra
Yeah.
playing in the background.
I did it my way.
Yeah.
No, because literally.
Silent disco in the corner. And you can travel through each room if you want.
No, because like when I was growing up, like quinceañeras went all like they were so huge and they went up to like 3 a.m. or whatever, but they would have like tribal and bachata and reggaeton. You know what I mean? Like we have so many different genres, and like my music diversity is so taste. Like I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like a solid 30 minutes of Charlie XCX just because I want to feel like I'm in the club.
The whole Brat album. You just like someone brings out like trays of Coke. Like, just doing,
I just came from the Broadway room.
what's going on over here?
You just see Alex is like leading the Broadway room. Don't tell me not to live.
I simply got to. I have one of those fedoras on from the
Yeah.
that we wore to the High School Musical.
There's like
premiere.
fedoras at like each person's like table.
Yeah. But no, I'm like, there's just Mexican weddings are so much fun, or Latino weddings are so much fun.
I need to go. Have I ever been to I don't think I've ever been to a Latino. I'm very close. Like African weddings. Oh my
I
god.
bet they're
those?
so fun.
Girl, Nigerian weddings, they go from... Well, thing about Nigerian weddings, wedding starts at 5, we don't start till 8.
Yeah.
So we're going to be there till the crack of dawn
Yeah,
because
true.
we didn't start on time.
Yeah, true.
The venue is... Someone knows a guy because we're not gonna
That's
start
what
on
I'm
time.
saying. Like, I was like, you need to hook up for a venue. I got a guy. It's
Yeah.
like, that's another reason, I guess, noise complaint. Like, the city's like, I'm like, all
I
right,
guess
whatever.
the community.
I was like, go
we
get
just
married.
booked a venue the other day. We said, can we go till
Yeah.
3? He said, no problem.
I was like,
Oh
don't
my
you guys
God,
all have
yeah.
ranches? Oh, damn.
Don't you where do y'all go hunting?
Yeah. Damn, where you guys go hunting at? Damn.
Back at the barnyard, the cows are calling it a noise
Yeah,
ordinance.
why am I friends with y'all? Oh, good.
Then got this.
But yeah, sorry if we kind of got off the topic right there. But I was
Yeah, wedding.
Hey, weddings. We'll
No.
talk about that another time. But I do agree with Alex, and I think something I noticed a lot with I guess like white culture, especially like at Texas A&M, but with it's also like just also so huge like religious base too. Because I think I remember there was a Bible study you had. I never went, but I heard about it the next day about how you were saying stuff like, oh, like I'm gonna be married by 24, have my first kid by 25.
Charlotte's laughing at that.
Charlotte's
I
like, been to
remember-
plenty of those.
And how's that going? And who set that system up?
Yeah, who set that system up? Wait, what was that? What's that mean from?
That's from the Jubilees. Where he was like, it was like men have it harder. And then it was like back and forth between this woman and this man.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, men have it harder. And she was like, how do they have it harder? And he was like, men have the highest suicide rate than anyone. And she goes, and who set that system up?
Period. T. Period.
That's my favorite thing to quote. It's so true.
That's so funny.
But no, I remember being on the bus one day and like we were right, like it was for like a career thing, whatever. And I remember talking with a buddy of mine. I'm like, what age do you think you're getting married at? He's like, 25. I'm like, yeah, I think like 26. All right, let's write it down right now. It's like the blood oth we just made to have a wedding till 3 a.m. We made that blood oath. It's like 25, 26, man. And like, but counting like dating years, like probably by 23, you probably start dating, whatever. And
Is
just
it
like,
also, were you in a small town or is that just like...
That's Texas A&M. Texas A&M has
huge.
60,000 students. And they all thought like this.
but it's very, I guess, small town mentality. I mean, it's
Yeah.
life general track is you go to college, you have a major, probably from the list of this. Petroleum, maybe like oil and gas. You're doing consulting. You're in business school. Are probably your main topics. Then you're going to graduate with that degree. Probably find your wife at the college. All right, start dating. So you probably move to Houston, Dallas, or Austin, or another white town, Colorado, Denver, maybe like some other
You wanna
where,
go
but
up
still,
north.
a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah, maybe on the east side, Maine, Rhode Island, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you start like dating for a few years, then probably get engaged around 25, 26, probably married by 28, start having kids around, even now, 28, 29,
I'd say
30.
sooner. There's so many people who started having kids at 25, 26.
You're so right.
And there's also people I know that have already gotten divorced.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
That's-
I know at least 3 couples who got married at Texas A&M.
And I won't critique it, but it like that is the 90% of how everyone ends up. Like that is the career move that I saw until, I mean, I went and did the Disney college program. That's the first time I thought, oh, I don't have to, like, we all just want to be like dancers or whatever. They were like 30 working at Disney, like loving what they're doing, want to be choreographers and dancers,
they're all
entertainers.
fucking each other too.
And they, there was no
Circle jerk over there.
Alex,
They
no,
weren't
he
doing
did
the
Disney
work.
college program.
yeah. Pluto over there. So like that was the check. Until I left and saw something else. That's probably where I was going to end up because that's just, again, it's the path of least resistance. That's what you're expected of, I guess.
That's so interesting. I feel like Wisconsin, it's similar, but I don't know. Maybe because I grew up in a bigger city.
Also, but isn't like Wisconsin technically a blue state?
It's a swing state.
Oh, I should know that.
Yeah. So it goes back. So when Biden was elected, it was blue.
Oh, okay.
And that was like the big kind of like, Wisconsin's blue. Then this.
They went red.
Yeah. So it's
as far as we know.
Yeah. So they politicians go hard in Wisconsin.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Either way.
Wow. Shout out. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's very interesting. I will say one thing about. I mean, not trying to make it like political, but I was about to say at Texas A&M, one thing I was grateful for in 2016 was because I think for a while. Because I didn't grow up. Again, we were having like maybe identity crisis, like maybe us two growing up. But then when I got to college, like none of my Latino friends came with me. So then I didn't have like a community. So then most of the people at Texas A&M were white. So my community became white. And then, which also fed into a narrative. All right, Paul was a white boy. But it's like, but then when I got to 2016, and then I realized like how many white people had voted for Trump, and it kind of woke me up. And then I started embracing my Latino side even more, which is awesome, low key during that time period because that's when Bad Bunny was coming up, and J Balvin and Karol G and Becky G, like all these amazing Latin artists, and I started like re-embracing like my heritage again, and I love that. Like I think now it's just so cool. We still code switch, but I think it's like well known within the minority community that you kind of have to code switch because you know what I mean.
It's kind of like a survival type of like
like I mean when you're going into a job interview, like I can't just be like, hey, what's up, like you know what I mean.
What's up, Holmes?
What's up, Holmes? I was watching that sketch we did the other day that was making me crack. I was like, damn, I went kind of Mexican in that. I was like,
which sketch?
The sketch when we were in New York and you were like those like inner city kids, and I was like,
my blog.
I was like, what's up, Morenita? Where you from, huh? I was like,
no, it's not of you. I'm not used to.
No, but it's just funny though because whenever I go back home, it's just us being loud mainly. You know what I mean? Like just very Mexican. I feel like it's just like very loud and vibrant. And I don't know. I've always been surrounded by that environment, so it is interesting going to like a new environment where. I don't know. I feel sometimes if I'm not, there's this joke that our friend Sarah Caruso pointed out that I have resting smiling face. And I just realized that.
You do.
I have resting smiley face. Yeah. And I realized that was like, that was a mechanism that I developed over the years because I think before I was kind of known as being standoffish because I think naturally when you have darker skin, people are more intimidated by you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think as a coping mechanism, I always smiled more so people could see that I was like friendly, you know? And now,
So do.
Yeah.
Your shirt.
Yeah. Kiko.
That's Pablo walking around.
Have we not been able to see it this whole time? Kiko from Chavo de la Ocho. Yeah.
Group of white people walk up. That's Pablo.
But that's I have realized that about myself. But I realized that was kind of like a mechanism I did. But now I kind of have it permanently. But it's kind of become hard with acting because a lot of the times I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep cutting back to that.
It's default face.
Yeah.
Compared to the white people on the other end, like code switch, a word that most people white people do not know because they never have to do it. Either you're like them, or if not, they're judging you. If you're like doing a sense of comedy, they're like, that was kind of like aggressive. That was kind of like, man, is something wrong? Like what's out there? They're more judgmental than they have to alter their personality to match yours, or then they're force their comedy onto you. And it's like, that's when it's like, well, I see white people do it. I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
It's like the whitest bits. They're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
See that in improv all the time.
4 white guys come up. What's up, guys?
And my friend Yasmine,
We're white Republic.
Our friend Jazz is being all like, and they all the same type of white too.
They got the same type of humor. You know what you're gonna get. It's just like bland and stale, and it's like, oh.
I have this test that I feel like I can tell when somebody is not say like a cool type of white, but just gets our culture. You know what I'm saying? Just gets the culture because they never get intimidated by race humor. You know what I mean? Like because we joke around a lot about that with Alex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think some people who aren't surrounded by people like that, again, going back to not being surrounded by people with different perspectives, get intimidated by that. They're like, oh, why are we pushing the boundary, guys? Like, right? You know, but we're all like, no, like we're in on the bit. So if you're cool, you should be able to be in on the bit. But if you're not, then we can tell.
Yeah.
I would freeze at the beginning, like a deer in headlights. Y'all would make a race joke. I'm like, I'm white.
It's like, yeah, in the corner. Whenever you get nervous, you're like, you just go mute.
If they don't see me, I can't. They don't know I'm here if I don't say anything.
I blend in with the walls.
With the white walls.
Yeah,
just...
literally.
There was something you said yesterday, because I was saying, like, I think you were talking about your different phases, Yasmine, and you said that sometimes you felt like you didn't belong anywhere because you stretch yourself too thin.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to elaborate on that a bit. Or if you felt like you already did.
I think, like, I don't know. I feel like I had a pretty small group I'm thinking back at, like, grade school, high school, but then also high school. I did a lot of stuff too. I was in, like, 3 sports.
Whoa, shout out.
Wait, athletic?
Would not do
What
that.
sports?
I was in pom, so dance,
Okay.
cross country. And the problem was cross country and poms. Poms was year round and cross country was fall, so I would, like, do one practice and then, like, go, like, immediately after to the next. It was like,
You're like dancing while doing
literally
cross country and then cross country.
It was
like
it was so much, but, like, I don't know. I like trying things. But then I would say in high school it was kind of good because, that's how I met a lot of people, and that's how I really explored a different kind of, like, groups in my high school. Middle school was a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
So I was not as, like, I like high school, like, made me more secluded because I was interested in so many things, and I was always like, oh, like, this, so, like, I would just watch TV and be like, I just want to be there. But
wish.
yeah, I wish with all my heart. But high school was better.
Yeah.
From my memory.
Yeah. There's just something that I kind of just noticed from all of us talking. I do feel like maybe for us too, because when we were growing up, we were having such identity crises. Like, we didn't know where we belonged. And then maybe just like even with our own race, it's like, oh, you're too, black for this, or you're too white for that, whatever, XYZ. But now, I mean, I don't know how you feel, but I definitely feel way more comfortable in my skin and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and,
of course. Same.
Yeah, and I think, but that also took so much growth, and, like, you maybe, like, I'll still get hate from, like, Latinos who are like, oh, like, he doesn't, like, speak Spanish like how you're supposed to sound like, and that's fine. Or, like, on the vice versa, it's like, oh, maybe he acts too white, or blah blah blah, or on the white people, maybe he acts too brown or whatever like that. But I definitely feel like it's, like, so much cooler to embrace our culture nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, just with everybody that's out there, like you were mentioning, like Bad Bunny, Peso Pluma, and then just, like, things like, I feel like it's so much easier, and then to connect with people of different, like, Latino races. Like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're Puerto Rican or Guatemalan or something like that. It's like we just get it. It's like that TikTok that's going around right now that's all like, we from the same place. It's like the world. Like, I definitely feel that way with even with other POC people. Like, if I go somewhere and I see, like, another black person or, like, another Indian person, I'm like, like, we're on the same. We're on the same, especially in this industry. But I've noticed about you, Alex, about now just hearing your story, I feel like it was easier to assimilate with that group of people, but now it's, like, harder to find, like, you've talked about it, that sometimes it's like, oh man, all these white guys are the same, like, they're just kind of annoying, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's harder, I think, to relate to them, I guess, or it feels like it is one dimensional. Like, again, I'm not like perfectly diversified in everything that I watch or listen to, nor was I, like, for a long period of time to where I have a stance to say on it. But again, it's the trajectory of I'm, like, putting myself in positions to learn more and see more of that. And for them, it's the same stuff over and over again. I was thinking too, it's like, all right, Bad Bunny's the Super Bowl halftime, whatever. And they're like, oh, all this discourse, whatever. And then who do they pitch? George Strait is, like, the replacement. It's like,
who?
It's...
The guy who sings the Mr. Brightside.
Really?
I'm coming. I'm kidding.
No. George Strait.
I got friends. No, I'm just kidding. That's not him. That's Gavin Gard or something like that.
That's different. Amarillo by morning. That's George Strait. It's a very famous...
Girl, I had to assimilate. If not, I would have been killed. That's how I know. I had to assimilate.
Well, that's a tattoo of him, like, on his forearm. But there's a petition going around for George Strait, and that's like, if you were to make a sketch, like, that's the most stereotypical person to pitch, because it's, like, such a classic white male country artist. It's like, of course you wouldn't want the most famous artists in the world right now, no matter who they are. I want what I know, a classic tradition, legend. This is how it's always been.
Yeah.
And like, that's the aura of it. It's just like, they are not going to break from their ways. And again, like, it's not, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not that they don't maybe like Bad Bunny. It's just foreign to them and that scares them. But that's their privilege. Like, they haven't had to be introduced to these other things, and they have the privileged choice to not. So they're like, yeah, screw that. We're going to do George Strait.
Yeah.
So compared if George Strait was the headliner, you'd be like, who the hell is that?
Yeah,
And then it would
like,
still be
okay.
George Strait, and it would just be the performance that happened.
Yeah.
So I think that's the difficult thing. I just can't relate on them trying to experience more and learn more than what they already know. And then it's like not exciting to
Yeah, because I feel like even as you're growing up, it's harder to relate to those people. And it's easy, and not saying like it's easier for you to cut off, but I know for me, it's sometimes easier to cut off like those friendships that I think, or quote unquote friendships that I once had. Because I'm like, we don't have anything in common anymore. You know, beyond, you know, it was one of those things where I was putting on a persona for a while, and now I'm like, that's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
if they watched Love Island, like, I think they'd have a heart attack. Like, they'd have an exorcism. Some of them, if they watched Love Island and saw what happens, like, one episode, and they like die.
Before marriage.
But the moment that ring goes on, pew, in that car driving off, they're gonna be doing it.
Crazy. Oh my God. It probably doesn't even last that long.
No, they don't. And I hear stories about them being like, then we got room service to end the night. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you come out the club? We were still there.
All of us paying like $600 in flights, like drinking a beer at the club. Like, I guess congrats to the happy couple. Like, to the groom, to the bride.
White people do better. You can have fun weddings. If you need a good DJ, have a good playlist.
But they get tired. They want to fuck. And room service.
And another reason I felt what I couldn't really like maybe stuff on Disney Channel such as High School Musical, even Hannah Montana or That's So Raven, was because in Latin culture there's this very macho masculinity, you know, like it's kind of toxic masculinity where if you like that, you know, other Latinos would be like, you're gay or you're a girl and blah, blah, blah. And like, you're supposed to like this and X, Y, Z. And it's very interesting because I obviously see it even I think it's like, you know, times 100 now with Gen Z, which is crazy because they kind of went the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know how you, in like the Southern culture. I mean, I know you didn't, it took you a while to like stuff, but did you ever openly admit that, like as a dude? Or were you scared of being perceived a certain type of way?
I never felt scared in that realm because that didn't bother me, but that wasn't what everyone else was consuming, I guess. So it's not as much of a fearful thing of I would be judged for it, but like that's not what the country white boys were watching. They weren't dancing to High School Musical, or maybe they have one pop song that they're listening to, but again, that's not what they're being fed, or you're not surrounded by it. So why would you be introduced to it in the first place? Like Broadway. They're not singing Broadway show tunes. And like, I didn't feel ashamed if I did, but I'm sure they were like judging it on the side or why the hell would they listen? They're listening to George Strait, X, Y, Z. So that's what they're consuming. Yeah, exactly. So that's just, it wasn't in the realm. That's not what they listen to. They don't watch I remember one time we had a Bachelor night. We would do that as an organization. We'd watch The Bachelor. And I was surprised. Everyone really got into it. And I was kind of like, all right, we would like this. Maybe like if they just saw it, that gave me hope. Like if y'all saw it, you would love it. But it's just, it's not in their normal feed. So
I mean, it even fed, I'll never forget this, like Justin Bieber's like Purpose album came out in 2017 and it had all the bangers like Love Yourself and Baby and all that stuff. And I'll never forget like people, like all the guys like would like not openly listen to it, but they would be aware that it was a popular album, and a lot of the guys would just be like, no homo, but this album slaps.
Oh
and I was like, what?
when
I was like, I didn't think you were gay. You're probably like the straightest guy I know.
when guys do that, like they'll take a picture and it's like, all right, get together. It's like, hey, no homo.
Like, what? That was such a big thing back then. Oh my God.
That's like good stuff that you kind of had to say, I guess, like
So
in Latino
interesting.
culture, like people, like, you know, because like my brother, like it's so funny. My cousins will be like, "Yo, remember when Pablo used to jam out to like High School Musical and Breaking Free?" I'm like, "Bitch, your ass was singing along too. Don't even. I know you know the lyrics and stuff like that." But it was just very interesting. Like we always had to be like, "Nah, no homo," but like this song goes kind of hard, right? And I'll be like, "You could just say it's a good song." But it is interesting, and I do think like I was always, I guess, not saying braver, but I do think I was just maybe stronger in those aspects, like where I didn't really let that stuff get to me because I was kind of like, I don't know, I was just kind of like, I liked all this stuff, you know? But I do think nowadays I feel kind of bad because I do think people not that they have to pretend to like stuff, but I do, even for me, in order to kind of hide that like side of me that liked all this pop culture and Broadway and TV shows, I like forced myself to listen to rap. So I was like Drake and T-Pain, like Lil Wayne, J. Cole. But then it was kind of interesting, but at the same time, I ended up liking all that music too, which was very interesting. I don't know. It was like, I think the cool thing to like was you had to listen to rap music or like Latin music, but like cool Latin music, because then there was another subgenre. It's like you couldn't like the Latin. There was like this big popular I'm talking like One Direction level. Their name was Rebelde. It was like a big Mexican pop band. They had their own like TV show, and then they all became super famous. Like tickets like were huge. And again, that was like a big thing where like birthday parties and themed like events and weddings and stuff like that. Like people, they had school uniforms and people would wear them all the time. But guys, again, it would be all like, it's like, oh, you can't like Rebelde. That's like shitty. But they all knew all the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, it's like one of those songs you put on right now that people are like, oh my God, this is like the breaking free. And it's just like, see, why were y'all hiding shit? And that honestly makes me kind of sad because, I mean, y'all have heard that phrase, like, it gets better. Like, I do feel bad for a lot of these kids because it's like, oh, man, I can't even imagine. I think we're so lucky that we were all so strong in a way, Because I'm like, damn, it's like, imagine if you weren't, your self-esteem.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's like, I had very supportive, my mom was very supportive.
Yeah.
And I think she always knew that I was like very creative. So she always supported like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, adventure I wanted to take on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Did you feel?
painting.
Just like last question. Did you feel like it was easier for you to consume stuff though because you were a girl? Like it was easier. Yeah.
Yeah. I love being a girl.
Yeah.
Like that's just like hearing your story. I'm like, damn, like can't relate.
Yeah.
Like I like so many like the One Direction era, all the Wattpads I would read, Tumblr, like Nicki, Lady Gaga. I was just like, like just give it all to me.
Yeah.
Like so.
I want it all.
Yeah. But yeah, I got I don't know. Yeah, I think just a blessing to, and then of course like. It's not just for girls, like the stuff I just named, but it is deemed to be more like for the like females.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because there's a study on this that bands and pop culture and musicians, when they have a strong female fan base, that's how they get really big.
Yeah.
And Star Trek is one example where Star Trek wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for the female fan base that helped launch.
Wow.
Yeah, helped launch the
Captain Kirk and
yeah.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense. I mean, that's why boy like NSYNC, every like big pop star I think has like a primary, big female fan base.
The Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles. I mean, I bet back in the day too, like Queen and all them probably had a huge female fan base, and now they're deemed as like the greatest rock band. But back then, people were probably like, "You like Queen? That's so stupid." You know what I mean?
And then now you have like straight male. Now those country boys that are like, "Oh, like being gay is what I don't support it," and like they'll blast Queen, Somebody to Love any day of the week.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
I'm like, bro,
Where's
motherfuckers.
Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. We really yapped.
We really yapped.
We
today.
really yapped today.
We got into it. We
Yeah.
learned a lot about each other too.
Yeah.
All of our origin stories too. That's a little bit of us.
Yeah.
A little bit of us in there too, and our backstory.
If you have any stuff that you went through as a kid that you couldn't like, email our email. We have yap at home at
And if there's anything you want us to yap about, email us.
Guys, we got a big meeting the next minute. I need ideas.
All right, we're going to do a movie pitch in less than a minute.
Yes.
We haven't talked about this. This is all just thrown together. Actors, plot, or not plot, but just storyline, log line, title, genre, all that in less than a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we ready? Charlotte's
Yeah.
got the timer.
Yeah.
It starts now.
Oh, fudge.
All right, genre, mystery.
Oh, mystery. Oh, that's great. It's based on a true story of what the Louvre heist.
Louvre heist.
Ooh.
Right, mystery, Louvre heist.
Lead actress.
Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson, and she's married to the lead detective, and he's played by give me a name, guys. Let's think of somebody fun.
Mikey Day. I was trying to think of someone else, but I said Mikey Day.
Mikey Day. Who are the two robbers? One's gonna be played by Zach Galifianakis, and the other one's. Oh, go ahead.
No. The other. Who's the other? It's his wife. His wife. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde. His wife, the robberette, is Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
fine. All right.
Family members in the building.
All right. How does it end?
It's like the instead of they get caught very early on because then it's like based on their whole trial. It's like a trial process.
Oh, okay, trial
Oh,
process.
so is it like it's like a jury?
Yes. There's who's the main lawyer? Who's
Ooh.
defending them?
Ooh, Colin Farrell.
Okay.
Wait, all of a sudden help people.
Colin Farrell. Wait, Colin Farrell.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Colin Jost. Sorry, Colin Farrell.
That's
Oh,
the timer.
Oh, okay, guys. I hope they like it.
Yeah.